Hi everybody, I'm here today to show you my 2015 Erin Condren Life Planner. I just thought I'd do a flip through and show you guys how my year turned out. I currently have a fall cover on right now. I didn't use the year at a glance very often. Didn't find any good uses for it. In January, this is what my spread looked like. I had my bills to pay here, and I would track any major activities or school events or bills on the monthly calendar. This was my first week of January, and the end of December I was using To Do, To Go, To Call on the side, tracking my food on the bottom. This was my second week. Again, food on the bottom, didn't do anything on the sides there. And I was using washi down to mark my weekend, and down here for decoration. Again, next week's really similar. I have my meals, my washi down here. I put a little mini list here of to-dos. This week again, very similar. This was my February spread. Again, I tracked major appointments or bills, which I tracked down on the side, and I decorated this month a bit for Valentine's Day. This was the last week of January, and I started using these little Chrissy-Ann Designs dots down the side to mark my to-dos, still tracking my food down at the bottom. This was the first week of January. I used some of these from Scribble Prints Co. And this is also from Scribble Prints Co. And this week, I tried doing something a little different. Instead of using the morning, day, and night, I tried to do to-do, reminders, and home, which I found was really confusing for me. My brain works the way of morning, day, night, so I didn't stick with that. Then this next week, I decided to try using no stickers and just stamps or writing, which you can see I failed as I put a few stickers in there, and I ended up barely using it this week as it just wasn't motivating for me. So the next week I went back to using stickers, again using these little dots from Chrissy-Ann Designs, tracking my meals still on the bottom, washi down the side, and every week I use a weekend banner. This was my March spread. Again, same as usual, just the basic appointments. This I used washi to mark that spring break was going on this week. This is the following week, going into March. And this is the first week of March. And I tried to go with the theme of the colors in the week. Lots of greens, obviously, for this month and all these week spreads. To-do list down the side again. I find it hit and miss whether I use the list down the side for goals and notes. Just depends on the week. This is my April spread. This is the month that I got married, and obviously it was Easter, so I decorated it for Easter. This is the day we got married here. And again, I used washi to track when there was no school for Easter break. I really enjoy doing that. This was the following week. This week I used washi here and on the bottom, and again still tracked my meals. Most of my weeks are pretty much the same, just tracking what I do each day, cleaning tasks, appointments, to-dos, food. This is still April. And this was the week of my wedding. Lots of checklists. Here's my wedding day. May wasn't as busy, so I just tracked my few things I had here. This week we actually went camping for May long weekend, and it rained almost the whole second day that we were there, so we ended up leaving early. This is still May. June wasn't very busy, it looks like. Didn't do anything down the side. I stopped doing the bills down the side of the month. and I started tracking that in a separate notebook. Here's June. Meals down the side. And this week we were moving, so I pretty much was packing this entire week. Lots of packing again. And school was let out that day. This was July, so I did track a bit of any time my husband brought in income as he's self-employed. We would write that down, and we moved to our new home. This was the first week of July, and it was the Stampede Parade. We really enjoyed going to that. This was moving day, so this week I was too busy packing to even bother writing in my planner. The next week I tried to do some writing in here, lots of unpacking these next couple weeks. August I didn't use it all. Around here we completely stopped using it, I guess, for that weekend and got too busy. Here's another week. Again, I kind of go with the color scheme of the week, or like the month. August was yellow and green, so I kind of played off that each week. And then near the end of August, I stopped using it. Here's September. Again, just major events and bills. This week I didn't use it at all. We were too busy getting the kids back to school and finishing up with our move. And that's the rest of September. I didn't plan at all. I started to get back into it for October. October was a busier month, so I started decorating it, writing all the school events in, birthdays, the usual, and I added some decorations here. This week got a little more color to it. This is another busy week. Again, I like using the washi down the side there to track weekends. Now we're into October. This is November. I started to use my bill tracker in here again, and the same for my monthly spread. This was Halloween week, which was pretty busy, so I didn't write too much down. November. I really enjoy this color for November, the beige and the teal. There's December. Again, use some washi to track the winter break for my kids from school. Here's where I was going to track where Elf on the Shelf moved every evening, but I never got around to doing that. But I did continue to track our meals. This week I started putting sticky notes in of what I need to do, but I never actually went back and added my stickers into there. And then it started getting really busy around Christmas again, so I kind of slacked on writing in my planner. For notes, I have a Christmas budget that I just printed off online from the polkadotposy.com, and anytime I bought gifts throughout the year, I would write them down. This is my books to read, which you can see I didn't do very well at those. I think I only read three or four out of this whole list. Then I have movies I wanted to see, which again didn't watch very many. Here's a doctor's visit printable that I did, which I'll quickly flip through that. Here is a pens testing page. Another pen testing page. This is my wedding guest list, so I could keep track of the kids that were coming, the guests, whether they said yes or no, and how many total for that family. Again, continued on that page. Then I started to do a monthly task tracker, so January to December, and then I wanted to do the budget, read one book, change my air filters, clean out the fridge, and the whole list goes on. I really only tracked it for January and part of February, and then just kept forgetting to go back to it. This is just some wedding planner, some YouTube ideas. This is what I got for gifts for my wedding and bridal shower. And these are just stickers I wanted to create, some list of people that I needed to give some money to. 52-week money savings challenge printable that I just washi taped in, and I didn't follow that through the year. I started doing stamping like I had said back in my planner, so I was doing some sampling of my inks, the Versa Magic Dewdrop ink samples and the Distress ink minis to see how they went through, which most of those ones went through. The Versa Magic wasn't too bad. I can't show you because there's something taped to the other side. This is my back to school countdown checklist that I washi taped in. Then this was the kids' school supply list. And then that was it. I didn't really use my folder at all, but it got quite dinged up just from carrying around my planner. I had my little pen loop here, which is all falling off now. And I never used this pocket in the back. But that's a flip through of my 2015 Erin Condren Life Planner. I'm using this again for this year, which I'm planning on doing a video of my current planner soon. I will leave the link to Erin Condren's website and a coupon code if you're a first-time buyer. You can get $10 off your first order. So that will be in the description below. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you soon.